hockey in Minnesota, and the 22nd annual CCX Turkey Trot Tournament kicks it off. Maple Grove taking on Edina in the first game of this two-day tournament. Welcome to the Plymouth Ice Center. John Jacobson along with Dan Ficken. Jay Wilcox will be along as well. And Dan, wouldn't matter who was playing in this first game. It's just fun to be back in the start of another hockey season.
It's hockey season in Minnesota. High school hockey, the best in the United States. Just a great way to start the season, too, with this tournament.
And we get great teams to start off. Wayzata and Moorhead we'll see later. But in the first game, Maple Grove and Edina, both in the state tournament, combined 45 wins between the two clubs a year ago.
They've both had tremendous seasons last year and did a great job. Maple Grove especially punching through. Didn't quite get it done, but you know, this is the type of rivalry you want to see. It's becoming a rivalry because they're seeing each other in the postseason now.
Maple Grove, really young team, Dan. They graduated 6 of their top 7 scorers, whereas Edina, more experienced back. Their top 4 scorers all returned from a year ago. Now, each team lost their starting goaltender a year ago, so that'll be a test for them this opening weekend. But in this case, it's Edina with a little more experience, whereas Maple Grove last year had kind of the upper hand on teams.
Yeah, Edina's got their returning goalies coming back, experience. 3 of their top D are back again. And their scorers, 3 of their scorers are back also. So they've got a lot riding. Maple Grove, I don't know if I should say rebuild. I'd probably say reload, knowing Coach Berglund. They will be fast and will be competitive.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Crimson tonight. Lucas Bush is their top returning leading scorer. He was 4th overall in scoring, double digits in both points and assists. Is the guy they'll lean on this year to score even more.
Yeah, 14 goals last year, good double figures number. Expect Saberman, big thing for power play goals. So they've kept their power play intact, and that's going to be a weapon tonight for them with him.
Jackson Nevers missed this tournament last year for Edina, but he came on and had a terrific season. 20 goals, 20 assists, really a high-level player for the Hornets.
Yeah, he's really done a heck of a job. And again, this is the type of kid that can play it all. He plays on the power play also for 3 power play goals last year. I say 20 goals in the regular season. But he's a factor, and he should be able to help get them going.
Both coaches and all the coaches really in this tournament will talk about just wanting to see what they have for their kids. Yes, they'd like to win twice, but you kind of get a feel for your club more than maybe the scrimmages you played so far. Here's real game action against really good competition to start the season.
Well, if I was a coach, boy, I'd love to be in this tournament, you know. You can't set lines. I don't care if you win or lose. Of course, they're going to play to compete, obviously, but you're looking to set your lines. Get your defensive pair set together. Who's comfortable with who? Most important, who's going to be my goalie? That's a big one for a coach.
Maple Grove and Edina, first game of the Turkey Trot Tournament for 2023. That's live next on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Live from the Plymouth Ice Center, it's the start of the 2023-24 hockey season and the kickoff game for the Turkey Trot Tournament for 2023. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, and Jay Wilcox with you here in Rink A at Plymouth. Edina in their white uniforms, the script Edina with the green and gold trim, and the crimson and the maroon with the gold and white. And look at the goalies, Joe Bertram, senior. Both of these guys saw a little action last year, but not a lot at the varsity level. Bertram, a senior, and Zach Price, a junior. Look at their numbers from a season ago. And so you kick off the tournament. Although you played varsity before, it's a whole nother level for not only these 2 guys, but anybody else who maybe was a JV kid last year that comes in and like, oh, this is big time now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What a way to start the season.
You get to be on the varsity. That's a big thing here, especially with these 2 programs because they're loaded. So they've got 3 to 4 good lines all the way through. It's tough to make the lineup. And here we go.
Let's go. Another season underway as the puck Shot down into the Edina zone. Clear to the blue line, but not out. Goes back behind the Hornets net. Almost picked up by Bush there as he tried to get it out front or stuff it in the side, but lost control of the puck and now picked up by the Hornets. Cleared, but then picked off by Bush in the neutral zone. Brings it in left side, fires a shot away, stopped, and Bertram will cover it up.
Boy, good shot from the side there. He got it right on net, and he made it a little bit tricky for Bertram to make that save. But good turnaround by Maple Grove. They're just starting out with their forechecking. As we always watch Maple Grove forecheck, they're very aggressive.
Jackson Kuznick on the faceoff there with Freddie Schneider, who's just a freshman for Edina. Hornets control the puck, play it out to center. Bobby Cowan at the Maple Grove blue line. A fire shot well wide of the net. Goes to the right point. Kept in there by the Hornets. Around the boards it comes. Cowan trying to get to it. Can't. From the blue line, shot away. Gets tipped just wide. Initial shot from Dylan Dubik, the sophomore defenseman. And now Maple Grove controls in their own end. Gavin Anderson laying it back behind his net for Tommy Picconato. His brother Beck, a varsity player a year ago. Shot here from the circle. Didn't get all the way through. Comes out. Whistle. And then a hand pass here. Well, the whistle and a face-off down in the Maple Grove zone.
Well, Edina coming through. Maple Grove starts to show glimpses of that forecheck again, but Edina in the offensive zone is just as effective there. Trying to get some control here. That one shot almost got in.
Preston Moses, Casey Vandertop on that face-off. Maple Grove will shoot it down, but no icing here. That's chased down by Brady Molman for Edina. Plays it up the boards. Hit there, but cleared out of the zone. Here comes Quentin Schaefer in on the left side, but stood up nicely at the blue line on a good defensive play by Logan Lettner. Back down into the Edina zone. This time it is icing on the Crimson. Maple Grove, as we talked about in the pregame, Danny, a younger team certainly than they've had, but Coach Todd Berglund really likes the talent. Maybe not a lot of varsity experience, but he's got some really good young skaters and players, and good size this year too.
Well, he needs to see something come out of him because he's losing 114 goals from last year, everybody that left. But like I said, these teams don't rebuild, they reload. Great youth programs.
Maple Grove will get it out of the zone. Bush will fire to the side of the goal, covered briefly by Bertram, then let it go. Crimson trying to gain control and keep control, but couldn't. Michael Risto for Edina got it into the zone, shot wide of the net, comes all the way out and down the Hornet zone, where it's picked up by Sam Peckham. Trying to push it up the boards, lost in the skates there. Risto now able to get it out to center ice. At the Maple Grove blue line, shut up and out of play.
Gee, you kind of get the feeling it's going to be a tight checking game here. Man, I'll tell you, you don't get 2 feet without even somebody from the other colored jersey getting all over you. What I like about these two programs too, they play with speed. It's all about skating, and it always makes for a real good game, and they can know how to create their own openings and chances here.
Face-off win for Edina. Turning and firing it toward the quarter was Ryan Flaherty. Maple Grove with it now. Derek Cloud getting it up and out of the zone. Chased down. Back behind the Edina net in the corner. 4 players after it. Off the stick there of Schneider to the boards. Hornets to the near side. Kept in though. Left point and driven to the corner there by Cloud. Edina will get it out to center. Anderson there for Maple Grove, across to Tommy Picconato. All happen through center ice. Brady Abbott had it for a moment. They're coming back to the blue line, but nobody there for Maple Grove. 3-on-2 here for the Hornets. Into the zone, centering pass out in front and fired wide of the net. Off the stick of Freddie Schneider, and then we got a Maple Grove player with a cross check in the back of Schneider. I think a good call here, and Edina will get an early power play. As you watch after the shot is where we're going to have Right, there's a little bump there, right there.
See, right in front there. Number 19 just pounded him away. Even took his own goalie out on it, too. Well, I didn't expect to see a penalty this quick, John, but Edina goes on the power play here now. Last year, they were looking at about 20%, which is right about the average for a good power play.
Maple Grove able to clear it out. Time of the penalty, 3:18. As Jacob Hicks goes off for cross-checking. Shot from the blue line, and Bertram just got a piece of that. Maple Grove trying to put one in shorthanded. Hornets come back out. They skate through center ice, right side. Puck lost. Good defensive play there by Owen Smith. Hornets, though, still with the puck. Back out to the blue line. Top of the right circle. Shot away. Goes through traffic. Hornets with it again. They're ringing around the boards to Vander Top. Getting tied up there by Joey Leafblad. Back out, top of the circle, left side. Shot away from Risto. Maple Grove gets it. Risto played it with a high stick, and that brings a whistle.
Well, then it was some pressure, trying to get a few shots off. A couple good saves there by the goalie. Pretty effective power play the first time around.
There's a look at Kurt Giles, venerable coach, 24th season. And Edina almost had another state championship last year. Lost a heartbreaker to Minnetonka in the final. They're expected to be very good again this season, as will this Hornets. Both of these teams are going to be really good. All four of the teams in this Turkey Trot tournament ranked in the top 10 preseason. We'll see Moorhead and Wayzata in the second game. Shot from the point, up high and gloved by Bertram off the stick of Lutner. Another face-off with under a minute now left in the power play for Edina.
Well, so far, penalty killing has been very effective for Maple Grove, although their goalies made a couple good saves. Last year, the Crimson had killed over 80% of their penalties, which is an excellent number.
The penalty time is, I don't know if there's an issue with the scoreboard. The penalty time is off the board, but clearly still in the box is Hicks for Maple Grove. So let's worry about now they've got it back up on the board, and Edina controls the faceoff. It's still with the man advantage here, but down to 40 seconds now. I play it to the corner and kind of behind the Maple Grove net, where it's picked up there briefly by the Crimson. Hornets get it again. They skate it around to PC Vandertop. Out to the blue line to Sam Peckham. Vandertop back to Peckham again. Moves a few strides to his right and then feeds it off to Schneider. Take away for Maple Grove, and Bush getting the puck and clearing it. Might have gone out of play briefly. I think it did before going down the ice off a player on the bench.
Yeah, so that'll be back down in the Maple Grove end.
16 seconds left in the power play now for the Hornets.
Well, earlier on, we got a power play and a penalty kill, and I probably haven't had a whole lot of time to work on that so far. The 2 weeks they have to get ready here. Just trying to get some players to see who can play.
And this will kill off pretty much the rest of the penalty time as Maple Grove shooting it down. Dexheimer, one of the captains for Edina, plays it out to Beckham to center ice. Into the zone, is shot and then gets blocked off of Cowan's stick. Maple Grove back at full strength. Shot away here, and that goes wide of a Price in the net. Hornets still with the puck. And take away there. It's Joey Leafblad had it. On the stick now, Joey Imgren. Wide of the net, back comes Edina. To center ice. That goes off a stick and cleared back out. Pass picked off in the neutral zone. Played back ahead by Jackson Nevers. Maple Grove turns him away. Shot in by David Kukkonen. Out to center ice to Picanato. Up to Flax from center.
Ooh.
Shot away and stave made there by Bertram.
Good pickup and shot there as it dropped right in front of him quickly, and he got it off for a good shot.
Schaefer pass across and gets blocked in front. How much has gotten through yet on either side? Under 10.5 minutes to play here in the opening period of the season. Maple Grove and Edina. From the Plymouth Ice Center, first of 4 games you'll see live on CCX over the next 2 nights.
Ooh.
Big check in neutral ice. Edina controls the puck. Schaefer being chased there by Kuznick.
Kuznick with that big hit, boy, I'll tell you, he leveled him. Pancake.
Out of the stick now, Dubik. Lays there and then cleared away and out of the zone by Dylan Kerm. From center, Bush trying to push it in on the right side. Does have the puck here. Bush with a shot and the save by Bertram.
Boy, good support there by Maple Grove in the neutral zone, John. They lost the puck a couple times, but they stayed on it and supported each other and got another shot off. Nice takeaway here.
Face-off win for Maple Grove. Shot from the blue line, and Bertram making a good stop there on Connor Stelgis, one of the returning players from a year ago. Senior defenseman. Now here's Edina quickly getting on the offensive and into the Crimson zone. Back out. Blue line shot away and a goal. Robbie Hoke, a junior defenseman, puts it in, and it's 1-0 Edina.
Well, when the Hornets get it in the attack zone, be afraid. Be afraid. They can attack at any time and push it through, and they did that time.
Hoke had just 1 goal a year ago. Unless this one was tipped. No, it wasn't. Straight in on the short side, beating Price. And Hoke gets the goal and gets the first goal of the season for the Hornets.
Puck bounced there and went right over the goalie pad that was down there. So nice shot. We'll take it any way you can get him.
With the assist, it's number 18, Jackson Evers. And number 10, John Halverson.
John Halverson and Jackson Nevers get the assist on Hoke's goal. So it's 1-0. Edina with control of the puck again. Up at center ice, Dexheimer carries in, centers it out in front. Comes all the way through the far side. Tie up in the corner. Stelgis getting a check there. Tying up Flaherty. Now the Hornets work it free from there, and then the pass missing, trying to get it back out to the point to Peckham. Maple Grove makes a change. Edina at the blue line. Good work there to work it free by Maple Grove's Joey Leafblad. And brought back in by the Hornets as Cowan shot it in.
Maple Grove's got to show response here, and so they're fighting back hard, but they got to get some control here and give some relief in their own zone.
Icing on Maple Grove.
And that's one way to do it. So far, Edina's forecheck has looked pretty doggone good, and they're putting the puck in front of the net. They're not wasting any time.
Coach Todd Berglund, state tournament team last year. State runner-up just 2 years ago. All the way back down to the Hornet zone here. We've played over half of the first period. Edina with a 1-0 lead. Poke check free there at the blue line by Anderson. Brought back in by Edina. Anderson with it again. Left boards. Pass into the skates there of Kukkonen on the right side. Edina able to pick it off. Anderson shoot it back in for Maple Grove. Bertram leaves it at the wall. Hornets in crimson will tussle there for control of the puck. won briefly by Maple Grove. They shoot it to the blue line but can't maintain possession. Dueck back for it. Off on his left to Schaefer. It's Jackson Nevers. Turned away and the zone. Back out to center ice. Here comes Halverson. He stopped at the blue line. Checked off the puck there by Andrew Karkos. Shot back into the Crimson zone. Owen Smith. And the rink-wide pass from Karkos to Giuliani failed to connect. Because Giuliani will get after it. Back behind the net.
Ooh, big
came
hit.
free. And here comes Edina. Bristow, drop pass. Nevers' shot gets blocked. Puck free. And taken by Maple Grove. Giuliani in on the right side. Drop pass moving in and shot away. And Bertram able to come up with the stop on Andrew Karkos.
Karkos made a beautiful move in there, John. 2 quick moves. He was right in front.
Edina got it back down to the Crimson zone, trying to do something with it. Now it comes free, charging in before being checked off the puck there was Flaherty. Crimson with it again. They get it out to Bush. 2-on-2. Feeds it off onto his right, driving toward the net. Still with the puck is Glendy. And Bertram able to make the save. And then Bush getting mixed up there a little bit with Molman. As we look at it again.
Good hit there, and then he got the puck and got inside there. Really nice play. Bertram is really all over it. But here's another nice play right here. Good shot. But the key was, see that defenseman there for the Hornets on the right side, kept that guy out front, so Bertram had nothing in front of him. He had plenty of time to see it and no chance for a rebound shot.
Well, there's a Leafblad with that shot on goal. We're going to have an interference penalty whistled. Looks like on Edina. Going to go against Barrett Dexheimer.
Well, Dexheimer started out really good. He's been very, very physical to start out with, and the defense establishing, you know, you come down in our end, you're going to get hit. So we'll see how Maple Grove does in the power play. They ran about 40% last year. They had a good power play. See if they can recreate that this year.
First chance of the year for the Crimson with the man advantage. Edina wins the face-off and clears it out to center ice. Whistle. And we have another interference penalty coming. And this one's going to go against Maple Grove. That was the previous one, and now Bush is going to go off.
So we're down to 4-on-4 for 1:53. Give Edina a very short. Oh yeah, you see the stick get chopped there out of his hand.
So only an 8-second man advantage will Maple Grove or Edina have at the back end of this. There's going to be a lot of 4-on-4 hockey here. This one clears the glass. 5:08 to play in the first period. Jay Wilcox will be ringside. We'll hear from each of the coaches. Todd Berglund after the first period. Kurt Giles after the second. Puck poked ahead into the Edina zone. Again, 4-on-4 here for another 1:35. Now come the Hornets. Skating with it is Charlie Vellner. Down into the Maple Grove zone. Bumped off the puck there was Owen Smith. Maple Grove able to clear. And out they come. Ingrid not run off the puck. We got a penalty coming up on Edina. Maple Grove trying to get an extra skater out here. And they do. And now it's touched, and we'll get the penalty. We'll get a holding call. And Maple Grove will skate 4-on-3 here.
Can we honestly say it's been a little physical to start out here, John? They're really getting after each other, and they're doing anything they can. But, you know, this is what happens when you play with speed. They're good check, really.
Or hold. That's where they got the hold.
You got that stick wrapped around, but it was not intentional.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
It was a good check, but that's where the hold was called. 12:35, the time of the penalty. So now 4-on-3 for Maple Grove. Face-off win by Imgren. Put out in front and nobody there, and it comes all the way out of the zone. Plott will chase it down for the Crimson. Beats it off, shot away. Bertram to save the rebound try, and Bertram able to make a stop. That was a huge stop on Brady Abbott on the rebound try. Now a little pushing and shoving after the whistle. A good opportunity there for Maple Grove. Connor Stelgis the first shot, and Brady Abbott was right there. And Joe Bertram ready for both of them.
Bertram did a great job here. Watch this to get that first shot off. Boom. And then the second one. Look at that stretch. Boy, he got that leg pad out really nice there. And of course, just restoring acquaintances here at the front of the net. Saying howdy.
No penalties out of that. Just
There's one thing I like about this tournament, John. It starts to create a little bit of a rivalry here. These two teams are really going after each other.
shot away here. Bertram with 7 saves so far here in the first, and 2 big ones there. And this is going to be icing on Maple Grove. Now Edina will have somebody out in 16 seconds, and then we'll briefly have 4-on-4, and then Maple Grove will get a player out 8 seconds after them. Then we'll have a 5-on-4 power play for roughly 50 seconds.
Thanks for doing the math, John.
No,
that was hard.
I said roughly. Don't hold me to it. From the blue line, Maple Grove in control, trying to set up here, looking for the tying goal. Stelgis put it off. Pass in front, and just missing on the tip try there with Karkos off the feed from Luke Giuliani. Cleared back down into the Maple Grove end. Chased down there by Owen Smith. And out it comes to Bush at center ice. Got Giuliani on his right. Bush still with it. He gets hooked down there. Knocked to the ice by Peckham as the Hornets will clear. Now a power play, which is 30 seconds to go for Maple Grove. Right up through center. Here's Bush. A little spin move there. Stops with the puck beyond the top of the circle. Beats it off to the point. High slot now. Onto the stick of Lettner. Play toward the corner to Gavin Anderson. Lettner will try to hold the puck and does.
Nice play. Nice play by the D there supporting.
Bush's shot gets deflected up into the air. And Edina's now back at full strength. Shot away. Bertram got to be alert there on the post on that shot. Maple Grove can't hold the zone though. Edina gets it out. They'll skate it out to center. Trying to draw a penalty was Halverson. Was he successful?
I think he did. Yep.
Yep. We'll get a tripping penalty. And so Edina will go on the power play.
I think the boys on both teams are a little tired of playing each other because they're really going after each other. Physical contact has been huge so far in this game.
Look at it again, Dan.
You can see that stick, and the minute it gets stalked in there, you're going to get a penalty every single time.
Imgren 2 minutes for tripping at 14:51. The 5th minor of the first period. 3 on Maple Grove, 2 on Edina.
Edina had a 20% effective rate on the power play last year. Now Maple Grove killed off 80% of the ones in front of them, so these are good tests right away because you really don't practice these too much in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Crimson able to clear the zone. We're under 2 minutes to go. Entertaining first period to start the 2023-24 boys hockey season. Right out in front on a great pass, and Price able to make the save, and then he gets knocked into and goes down. That brings Maple Grove players to their goalie's defense. Boy, crashing into the net there was Halverson. Price got to get his helmet back on. Price is going to go to the box.
You can see they're really being aggressive here. He got wide open there in front. So the puck went in the net, but by that time the play was moot because the goalie had been hit inside his own crease area, and that automatically nullifies everything. Ooh, looks like his head hit the side goalpost there, John, without that mask on. Well, it appears no worse for wear.
Trying to get that net back on. They'll get a little assistance here. So we're back to 4-on-4 for a minute 33, and then a 27-second power play for Maple Grove following that, and would carry into the second period.
Minor penalty assessed to be Edina's number 10, John Halverson. 2 minutes for goaltender.
And it is goaltender interference. Indeed, on Halverson on that play.
That's the Hornets. Halverson.
Hornets with the puck in the Crimson zone. Now skated back out by Cowan. They're working along their blue line. Dexheimer with it. Middle of the ice, onto the stick of Flaherty. Stops. Flaherty moving in, turns, puts a puck back to the blue line, but Dexheimer not there. He's got to chase it down. Slide it across for Peckham. Out across for Dexheimer. Gathers it back in across the blue line. He'll turn now as we're under a minute to go in the period. Pass to Flaherty out in front, out in front, shot away, another one. A couple of chances there rather for Cowan, not Flaherty. And couldn't put it away. Comes back to Cowan again. Cowan being tied up there by Gavin Anderson. Back out to the blue line. Nevers keeps it in. Now it's Flaherty with it. Into the slot, had it picked off his stick, gets it back. Flaherty feeds it off to Nevers. Sliding right side, shot away. We get a whistle before that shot by Molman. We're going to have yet another interference penalty. So it's 3 interferences outside of the goaltender interference that we've had here in the first period.
Well,
it's going to be Cowan into the box.
First game of the season. Cowan's not agreeing with that call at all. Gee, there's a surprise. You see Coach Giles just being as emotional as ever down there.
Crimson will have once they score a goal here in the final seconds, they'll have a 5-on-3 briefly to start the second period.
Oh, mistake.
They keep the zone, shot away. Bertram makes the save. 2 seconds to go, and that'll be the end of the first period. And again, a little pushing after the whistle. I think that'll be the end of that. That was a fun first period.
Whoa.
Yeah, right? Only 1 goal, but we had a lot of action in that 17 minutes.
Yeah, it went really fast. With Crimson having 12 shots on goal compared to the Hornets 4. They really came out and played hard and did well. So we have a 1-0 game going into the second period here.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. Jay Wilcox will be alongside ringside with us, and more hockey from the CCX Turkey Trot Tournament after this. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
for 2023. Todd Berglund, the Maple Grove head coach, joins us here in the first intermission. And Todd, thoughts on that first period? You have a fairly young team. How do you feel like they responded to that opening 17 here?
Yeah, no, I thought they responded really well. I thought that, there was a little bit of jitters, especially the 10th graders came out with a little jittery, but by and large, I think they played really well. I was disappointed in our penalties, kind of some unnecessary ticky-tacky stuff that I'm not really happy with, which you'll hear about, but by and large, I'm happy with the period. We got a lot of pucks to the net, which was good to see. Bertram's a good goalie. We'll just keep getting pucks there. Got to get them moving a little bit, and we'll just keep coming at them.
Back-to-back nights against good opponents. Is that a good way to get the younger guys kind of ingrained into the lineup and just see where everything fits a little bit too? Yeah,
like I tell my boys, it's like a section tournament. This tournament you guys host is so phenomenal, and we'll be happy to take part of it for many years now. But this is a section tournament atmosphere. It really helps us in the long run to get a feel for a crowd and to get a good opponent, see where you're at right away and hit the ground running.
You mentioned the penalties. I'm guessing all of these teams haven't necessarily worked a lot on special teams yet, but is this kind of a way to at least be thrown into that and see what happens a little bit?
Yeah, it's the problem is every time one team gets one, the other team gets one back, so you're not really getting a lot of time to work on your power play, but we got some time now where we'll get an opportunity here, and hopefully we can snag one right away.
Bergie, thanks for joining us. Great to see you again, and have fun the rest of the tournament here and the rest of the season.
Happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate it.
All right, yep. Todd Berglund, the Maple Grove boys hockey coach. His team trailing Edina 1-0 after one period here of the opening game of the CCX Turkey Trot Tournament here for 2023. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more of our first intermission, and then we'll have our second period of hockey coming up between Edina and Maple Grove. Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. We're in the first intermission of the Edina Maple Grove game here to start the tournament. And fans from other sports are here tonight as well. Beckett Carlson, a great goalkeeper for the Crimson boys soccer team here. How much fun is it to get a chance to watch some of your classmates in other sports? I know I saw you had some football games too, but what's it like to be out here as a fan?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, I got a lot of buddies on these teams and stuff. It's really great to come out here and support them like they have me all season. So just returning the favor, it's a lot of fun.
Got the togas on, and it seems like there's been a lot of support for Crimson hockey these last few years. How exciting is it to see teams that are making the state tournament, are playing in section finals and things like that?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, Maple Grove, we always got solid teams. It's a lot of fun to be able to come out here and watch them. Watching good hockey, football, soccer, basketball, everything. I mean, it's a lot of fun, so yeah.
Do you think that kind of feeds on itself too when you get out and support your classmates and, they maybe come to other sports like you said too?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know that encouragement is the best thing, right? I mean, the more sports you have, the better that it feels like you do. So just being out here to support the guys, it really lets them know that, you got the school behind you. So it's nice for them.
A great season for your team. You end up in the state championship game and fall to Wayzata, but how much fun was that season to kind of come in and do what you guys did all season long?
So much fun. I mean, first team to make it to the final in 25 years for Maple Grove, it's not bad, right? I mean, proud of the guys, couldn't be more proud of them. Put in a lot of work in the off season, and I got no doubt they'll have a good season again next year and the years following.
You had a great season individually too. Were you happy with the way things went in goal for you and just your defense as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, my defense was super solid. Obviously, it looks good on me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's them. I mean, it looks good on me. I let in, 7 goals all season, but at the end of the day, without my back line, I'm letting in about 20, honestly. So, I mean, props to them. I really appreciate it. We got a lot of returners coming back next year, so they should be pretty solid.
Thanks for joining us, Becca, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Becca Carlson, goalkeeper, all-state goalkeeper for the Crimson Boys soccer team. Again, they were runner-up to Wayzata this season in Class 3A. Our first intermission continues in just a moment here. It's the CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Back in the Plymouth Ice Center, Rink A, where in their first game of the 2023 CCX Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament, Edina leading Maple Grove after 17 minutes of play. So we'll get highlights from the first period here tonight. And a good action-filled period it was. Early turnover, Lucas Bush gaining control for Maple Grove, and a shot on net, and Joe Bertram was kept busy in that first period. Between the pipes for Edina, making another stop here. He would turn away 12 shots in all in the first period for the Hornets. Edina getting some scoring chances as well, and had probably more quality chances than Maple Grove. That one found the back of the net on the shot from Robbie Hope, the junior defenseman. The assist to Halverson and Nevers, that came at 7:41, and Bertram, a couple of real quality saves there, able to turn away both Stelchis and Aubin on that play. Get a little bit of that. It was definitely a physical period. No penalties from that, but there were plenty of penalties in the period altogether, including that one for goaltender interference as Zach Price got knocked over. Lost his helmet as Halverson went crashing into him. Goal waved off, so the puck did end up at the back of the net. So 1-0 score, but Maple Grove with more scoring chances, but more shots on goal, but more really quality scoring chances for Edina in that first period. Total of 7 minor penalties, and Maple Grove will have a 5-on-3 for first 19 seconds, and then a 5-on-4 for 1:24 after that to start this third period. So a chance to even things up early in this second period for the Crimson.
Absolutely, you like coming out and seeing that situation there, but again, you got to make it happen. And sometimes it can really let you down if you don't get a goal in this situation. But if they can get it tied up, we're back in the ballgame again. Especially if they can keep another guy in the box, if they can score before that first penalty's over. You kind of tell Coach Berglund wasn't real happy with some of the calls there. He didn't love that ticky-tack stuff, but the refs are learning already early, too.
Our second game tonight, a reminder, will be Wayzata against Moorhead. And you'll see that one live at about 7:15 tonight, depending on the length of this one. And then, unlike in past years, not a true tournament format this year. The matchups are already predetermined. So our first game tomorrow at 5 p.m. will be Edina against Moorhead, and then the late game tomorrow will be Maple Grove against Wayzata. There's a look at the complete schedule for tonight and tomorrow. Moorhead will get the early game. They can get an early start back up north following tomorrow's game. Their junior varsity will play also over in Rink C. The early game as well. And a lot of these Edina hockey players, and we haven't talked about it, we headed out, get dressed quick, head down to the prep bowl down to U.S. Bank Stadium. Edina football in the championship game for first time since 1978 when they were state champions, playing Centennial tonight. Was in the championship game for the first time since 1984. So very excited. As much as Edina has won in so many sports, football, they've had some good teams, but not to this level in a long time. So they were really excited, and a lot of these kids will be headed down there. And missing two outstanding players, hockey players this weekend because of football. Mason West and John Warpinski already downtown getting ready for their prep bowl game against Centennial in a couple of hours. So good luck to the Hornets there tonight. Maple Grove knows what's up. That's like they were in the last two prep bowls in football. Wayzata won a championship in 2019, so that's not unfamiliar territory for three of these four programs to have athletes that are playing football yet Thanksgiving weekend. We are underway here in the second period. That brief 5-on-3 has already ended. Now a 5-on-4 power play for Maple Grove. A save made by Bertram. Puck deflects up and out of play.
The bad thing about that shot is he probably should have held on to it and just set up, because now I guess the faceoff is inside the zone. Looked like they were going to take it outside.
Face-off win for Maple Grove, able to keep the puck in the zone. Nice job there by Stelgis. On the stick of Bush, back to Stelgis, to Bush again. Bush will feed it to Giuliani, back out high. Stelgis, right point. Feeds it back off to Lucas Bush. Fires a shot away. Bertram will save the rebound try, and missing the open net there was Glendy. Puck covered up by Bertram.
Boy, Wayne Glendy had a golden opportunity there, and that's a tough shot to make too, and you just standing there and all of a sudden you see this wide open net in front of you. And your 6 feet all of a sudden becomes 6 inches as you're putting a stick on it.
Yeah, I don't know if Halverson might have gotten a stick over there in time. I wonder if that maybe deflected the shot too, or altered the shot. Face-off win again for the Crimson as they hold the zone. Shot by Bush, and Bertram the save. Or excuse me, by Stelgis, and the save made. Karkos able to feed the puck off to Stelgis. 38 seconds left in the power play. Flaherty trying to get it out of the zone, and now it is cleared, but not quite out. Oh, knocked down. We're going to get a hand pass call by Stelgis. His valiant effort to keep it in.
That could have been close to too many men on the ice, though. Maple Grove's right in the middle of the line change.
Face off back in there, and excuse me, Dan.
No problem.
With 30 seconds left in the penalty time to Bobby Cowan. Crimson perhaps a chance for one more rush after winning the face-off. Brought up through center ice by Owen Smith. Bertram will leave it. He gave it away back behind the net, but then a tie-up doesn't hurt the Hornets. Comes back out to Smith, right point. Smith holding the line, fires a shot wide of the net. It goes. Played back behind the net to the corner. Final seconds of the Edina penalty. It's now expired, and Hornets back at full strength, and they get a takeaway. And now there's a chance for Edina. Into the zone comes Cowan, carries all the way deep, and he scores.
Oh my.
So just out of the penalty box, and Cowan gets the puck on a stick and just drives it at the net. Slips it past Zach Price, and it's 2-0.
Well, he obviously knew what he was supposed to do when he got out of the box. Boy, what a nice rush. Curled himself right inside there and forced the issue, and just got inside. See a nice play here and got it right in the 5-hole. Beautiful play.
Bobby Cowan, who had 17 goals a year ago, gets his first of this season. And Edina is up 2-0.
I wonder if the coach will start making him sit in the penalty box anyway at the rate that's going. Boy, nice play.
With the assist to number 23, Michael Risto. And number 10, John Halverson. That's Cowan.
Risto gets his second assist, or his first assist rather, and Halverson gets his second assist of the night on that goal. Risto and Halverson on the assist of the Cowan goal. Comes at 1:54 of the second. Play down to the Crimson zone again. Maple Grove able to clear it out. Too far on the pass. No icing here. It'll be chased down by Charlie Vellner. Bush put it on net. Giveaway there by Edina in their own end. And Bush putting it right in on Bertram, who makes another save. He's made 18 of them so far in them.
Bertram's
about 20 minutes of hockey.
Really on his game. That right leg pad has been a weapon against Maple Grove. He's made at least 4 saves on that spot.
Face-off win for Edina. Pass back behind Caleb Pitsley, but all the way down into the Maple Grove zone. Picked up there by Pitsley. Turning, gives the pass up, feeded back out to Dexheimer. Right point shot away. Price making the save on Peckham.
And some lucky fan has a souvenir, but no, they threw it back.
Face off back in the Maple Grove zone. So look at Crimson a year ago, a great season. Lost in the quarterfinals. I think it really felt like they did not play their best hockey. They just came out really flat in that first game of the tournament and fell out of the championship bracket. But overall, a terrific season for Maple Grove, the season to go.
It's always good to be one of the last 8 teams playing in the state.
No doubt.
I'm wondering if the Crimson might have to start shooting high. Bertram's got everything covered down low, but he's going down quick.
Offside on Maple Grove.
So we'll see if the Crimson adjust their shooting a little bit here on the Edina goalie.
Edina last season, 22 wins. Really good goaltending last year and overall defense, under 2 goals per game. Lost in the state championship game to Lake Conference rival Minnetonka. That was a terrific hockey game.
One of the best hockey games I've ever seen. That was just beautiful.
Tipped by Halverson into the Maple Grove zone. Robbinsdale took a check there behind the net. They hold the puck in briefly and then skated by Bush out to center ice. Karkos with it. Drop pass, and then Giuliani lost it off his stick. Stelges back to Bush. Bush should be chased back by Risto back into his own zone. Smith with it. Up it comes through center ice and back into the Edina zone. Nevers with it. Nevers trying to squeeze through a couple players. Couldn't. Puck is covered by Price. Nevers is like, what's the penalty there? We want to thank Chanticleer Pizza of Maple Grove, Troy Nygaard and all of his staff. Made up some pizzas for our crew tonight that we were able to enjoy before the game. And we thank them for their support of us and support of local sports in the northwest suburbs. Chanticleer Pizza in Maple Grove. They have an axe throwing area opening up there, Dan, in December. We're going to have to go. No, Dragon's Lair. It's going to open up and about before Christmas, I'm told.
Oh, my.
You know, do some axe throwing. I know the place.
I was kind of getting I was watching Kurt Giles talk to the referee there in the little intermission we had, and I wondered if he kind of tweaked him a little bit, because he definitely did not get that call a few seconds ago.
Oh, giveaway there, Maple Grove in center ice. Shot away. Price makes the save, gave up the rebound, but no harm done. Crimson get it. And trying to kick it out of the zone after losing his stick. Leafplat able to get it out.
That was a great play. That was a very smart play. He got it out of that zone and gave him enough time to get some breathing relief to start getting a bit of a line change there for Maple Grove.
Hornets got it down into the Maple Grove end. The Crimson turn it back out to neutral ice through the skate and under the stick there of Glendy. Imgren got spun around as he got into the Edina zone, and the Hornets have it. Check, and they lose the puck. Centering pass out in front. Backhand shot by Imgren. Save made by Bertram.
Boy, nice play, too. I'm glad he took that backhand shot. So many players will just try to turn around and get it on the front shot and never get a shot off.
Crimson keep the puck in briefly and then skated back out of the zone. And here's Cowan, the goal scorer this period for Edina. Lost it. Giveaway by Maple Grove. Kept in nicely by Ryan Flaherty. Flaherty trying to move in. That muscled off the puck. Puck still loose in the slot. Finally taken by Maple Grove. Played by Lyle across. A shot goes wide of the net off the stick of Abbott. Under 11 minutes to go. Second period. 2-0 Edina. First game of the season for 23-24. Right out in front, a shot. Oh, and what a save by Bertram. Probably his best of the night. Jack Moratine alone in front, and Bertram able to make the save. Edina now down into the Maple Grove zone. Centering attempt, broke it up, taken back by Jackson Kuznick. Kuznick will flip it up toward the Edina net. Comes in on Bertram, who's got to be alert as it skipped past his defenseman Dexheimer. Now the Hornets will skate it back up. Schaefer in on the left side, shot away and fired wide of the net off the stick of Dexheimer. End-to-end hockey end. Here's what comes back to the Hornet zone. Played around the boards, going to be picked up by David Kukkonen. Playing it off ahead for Moses. And then Dexheimer for Edina. Banks it off the glass. They'll skip down deep. Halverson after it. Gets to it for Edina. Looking to center. Comes all the way through the left boards. Nevers with it there. Popping up in the air. And then cleared out to center ice. And we might get yet another interference. This time on Brady Molman. That's puck had been released from Kukkonen, and Molman's going to go to the box here.
Boy, anytime there's been a little bit of an obstruction of any kind, they've been calling these interference calls. They're really cracking down on that. You can just see him get delayed a little bit here. Well, we'll get a look at the shot there. Good shot. Boy, just got it with his right leg pad and a second opportunity there. Bertram's right leg is going to be sore tonight, I'll tell you that.
That was our fourth interference penalty of the night, Dan, plus the goaltender interference. Shot away, save made by Bertram. He's been busy, as we've talked about. 22 saves now for him. Bush, a good defensive play by Schaefer to not allow a shot, and then right in and tight on Bertram again, who makes a save. Hornets able to clear it to center. Played back to the Edina line. Crimson come in, brought in by Glendy, left side, yet lost it, and now it goes around to Bush on the right side at the boards. Bush feeds it across, dumped back behind the net by Glendy. To Bush again, fires a shot away, wide of the net. Glendy tried to put it in front. Karkos with a shot of the save made, and then Andrew Karkos taking a little push from his aggressive play on the goaltender Bertram.
Well, they tried to roof it that time on him, but boy, Bertram's all over that post there on the right side. He's covering it up really good. You see right here, tried to go up, didn't get it quite high enough, but Bertram was on that pole so fast. He was there before the puck even got there.
They'll bring it outside of the blue line here. Still 1:09 left in the power play for Maple Grove. Banked from his own zone by Dexheimer all the way down into the Maple Grove end. Here come the Crimson. Drop pass along the boards, comes back out. Owen Smith's pass gets broken up and chased down by Lutner out of the zone. They reset back at their blue line. Smith onto the stick of Plowd. Head into the Edina zone. Dexheimer battling there. Lost that battle to Lutner for the puck. Imgren behind the net. Imgren trying to fight Cowan for it, who won that battle and clears it down the length of the ice. Under 20 seconds left in the power play for Maple Grove. Now come the Crimson through center ice. This is Plowd, or excuse me, that's Imgren got knocked down. It's back onto his skates, and then his pass picked off, and back at full strength is Edina. Schaefer pushing hard, fires a net. Price the save.
Well, it's an interesting last shift there, John. A lot of stuff went on that they could have called, and they didn't call it that time. They're going to kind of let him play. I'm glad to see that.
Score, Edina 2, Maple Grove nothing. Shots on goal, Maple Grove 23, Edina 8.
It's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Right. No doubt. 7:27 to play here in the middle period. Good check at center ice as Dubik is able to run Giuliani off the puck. Get it down into the Crimson zone. Past Bush and picked up by Vellner at his blue line. Feeds it ahead. This is Schaefer left side. The freshman putting it wide of the net. Gets it again. Centering pass out in front. Intercepted briefly by Tommy Picanato. Then the Hornets get it back. Play to the boards. Bush with it on his stick. Karkos across into the skates of Giuliani. Cleared by Picanato down into the Edina zone. Up the boards it comes. Molman. Turnover. Here's Bush with it. Puts it in front. And the save made by Bertram. Big check back behind the net in the corner, but keeping his feet there was Leafblad. Flipped up to center ice and down into the Crimson zone. Off the stick of Schaefer. Smith lost it at center. Shot by Edina back into the Crimson zone. Edina goes off for a change. 6 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 Edina. Wayzata Moorhead still a foul tonight on CCX. Hope you enjoyed this opening weekend of boys hockey. Tonight and tomorrow, first of 4 games from the Plymouth Ice Center.
Well, I've really been impressed with the way Edina has just been supporting each other and using their body. They've really been physical, and they're very effective at it.
Chance for the Crimson. Lundy then lost the puck, picks it back up. Smith able to keep the puck in the zone. Right corner, Kukkonen after it. Feeds it back out to the blue line. Falling down as a breakaway chance. Here's Risto. Risto comes in, fires a shot, and Price with his biggest save of the night. Zach Price keeps it from going 3-0.
That was a dandy. Boy, just a bit of a mistake. The Maple Grove defense stumbles a little bit and gives Dan a wide open shot out there, but boy, Price did a nice job there. Just stayed real calm and cool. Didn't get too far out of his crease, but just enough to cut that angle down. See, he was up there right at the edge.
Maple Grove wins the faceoff. They skate it out of their zone. Pass up rink wide to Kukkonen. Back across. Centering pass out in front that goes right through, going past both Moses and Kukkonen. Off the stick of Kuznick. Now a tie up back behind and to the left of the Edina net. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the second. Eventually that puck will come free. Now it does. Centering pass out in front. Picked off by Edina. Back they come the other way. Good transition for the Hornets. Cowan centering pass. Put out in front and then to the boards and cleared back behind the Crimson net. From center. Shot back ahead. Cowan from the Maple Grove blue line. Blocked. And the Hornets gain it back in their own zone.
Well, Maple Grove is really having trouble also in the neutral zone. Can't keep control of it and can't mount really much anything. Edina is really keeping control.
We have icing here on Maple Grove. We're inside of 4 minutes to go in the second period. One more goal for Edina. They've had one in each period.
Well, with about 3:55 left, like I said on before, it'd be nice for Maple Grove to really get one here before the period ends. Make it a 1-goal game here for the third period.
The players warming up for game 2. We've got Wayzata and Moorhead on the way here on CCX in a little over an hour. Hobbit carries deep. Couldn't get a shot on net. Hornets with it. Rink wide pass trying to catch up with the puck is Pitsley. Pitsley drop pass into the circle. Pushing back to the high side of the net. Price having to hold the pipe there as Vandertop tried to push it in there.
Well, Edina's just got a little bit of an edge. You know, they always get to that puck a little bit quicker, just a little bit faster. They're using their bodies really well, and it's really throwing Maple Grove off. They can't set anything up in the zone, John.
Hornets won the face-off, controlled the puck, then intercepted by Maple Grove. Bristow got it back. Now it's Giuliani able to clear it out for Maple Grove. Fellner from his blue line ahead up to center. Smith with it for the Crimson. Smith trying to lose Halverson and finally does. Rink wide pass up through center off Giuliani's stick. That picked up there by Dubak. Dubak off to his left, trying to get it to Cowan. Turnover. Maple Grove with it out in front. Try to feed it to Bush. Gets deflected. Comes back to Lucas Bush, side of the circle. He'll jump it back behind to Karkos. Feeds it off. Stelgis, right point. Shot away. Saved by Bertram. Puck is loose. Dubak got it. He takes a check and goes down. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Hornets finally get it out of the zone. Here's a chance for Halverson now. One play rack. Halverson trying to come through. He gets hooked. Remember, penalty coming up here on Maple Grove. Centering pass out in front. Then it goes just past Halverson. Hornets gets the extra skater out on the ice now. Delayed penalty coming up on the Crimson. 6 skaters out for Edina. 2 minutes to go in the period. Shot away. Now touched by Maple Grove, and we'll get the penalty. And Edina will go out of the power play for the rest of the period here.
Well, you know, you just start getting something going if you're the Crimson, and then bang, something like this happens. The penalties have been just terrible for both teams. You're really taking them off their rhythm. Edina's taking advantage of their opportunities, and this Maple Grove's had trouble. They lost 73% of their scoring, the Crimson did. Boy, I don't know. That looked like a pretty good hit to me.
Instead, Smith goes off for the penalty at 15:03.
That's always the problem as a former coach, John. Never agree with the ref.
That's the Crimsons. Smith for Need at 15:03.
Oh,
here's a chance coming in tight on Price, and he makes the save. That was a pretty good scoring look there from Freddie Schneider. Hornets able to clear this, or Crimson rather, able to clear their zone. Hornets will pick it up in their own end. 1:20 to go in the period. Edina looking to build on their 2-0 lead. After all the penalties we had in the first period, that was just the second here of the second period. High slot, shot away, a lot of traffic in front. It hit some of that. Here's Halverson with it. He'll skate into the circle. Now push it deep. Centering pass out in front, but right onto the stick of Leafblad, who's able to clear it down for Maple Grove. Bertram able to push it all the way up to center ice with his pass. There's a chance on the line change and trying to get it past to Price, but they couldn't. It was Risto. Boy, that was almost a costly mistake for Maple Grove. All of a sudden, their numbers in for Edina in deep. Price holds the spot and
quick transition here.
Great
nice
pass by
play by the
Bertram.
goalie. Yeah, beautiful. Sprung it up and got it going. Just lost the handle. They had a great opportunity. The Price stayed on it pretty good, though.
Bush almost had a break back the other way, but recovering was Dexheimer. 30 seconds to go in the period. Risto lost it as he came in toward the front of the net. Back out to Dexheimer's stick for the Hornets. Off to Nevers. Jackson Nevers, 20-goal scorer a year ago. Driving in deep. Still with the puck. And then they pushes it back out to the blue line. Missed his defenseman, and it's all the way down with just 10 seconds to go in the period. Dexheimer will come back for it. We'll have a power play of 3 seconds when we start the third period, as that is the end of the second here at Plymouth. So Edina tacks on one more goal, Dan, and the Hornets lead the Crimson 2-0.
The Hornets look really good right now. They're looking at mid-season form, the way they've been pressing and pushing and creating some opportunities here. Done a real good job, even though they're getting outshot. I guess shots on goal aren't that important when you look at it. It's what goes in. So they're having a discussion with the ref here about something. I know Kurt Giles had a question with the refs in between the last two periods, so we'll see if they get that cleared up.
Take a break. We'll come back, and Jay Wilcox will hear from Kurt Giles. We'll have more of our second intermission and more. You're watching the CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center in our second intermission of Game 1. Edina leading Maple Grove 2-0, and Kurt Giles, the Hornets head coach, joins us. And Kurt, what do you think of those first couple periods here? A little choppy with all the penalties, but how do you feel like your team played?
Yeah, it's sloppy all over the place, you know. There's not a lot of good passing, not a lot of good position. We've got some good goaltending, but that's kind of the highlight of the whole thing so far, is that the rest of it's just sloppy.
Obviously, you come into the season with some scrimmages and things like that, but can you kind of tell for some of the guys that it's a little bit different when it's opening night like this, that there may be some jitters involved too?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's really good teams here at this tournament every year. This is a very good team. They always are a good team. So it's a good test for us coming out of tryouts and get used to some of the pace and some of the different things.
Maple Grove and Wayzata have had teams in the Prep Bowl before. This year it's Edina's turn. How has that impacted Hornets hockey, and how much buzz is there around the school? No pun intended.
I think it's great. And we haven't been in that situation for a long period of time, and it's really fun to see our football program have success, and we're hoping they do well tonight at the game and win a championship. So we're all for football and all for our athletes and our students at the high school.
As for the guys coming back after that, how do you work them in, to get them in hockey shape and ready to go?
Well, that's the key to the whole thing, is hockey shape. You know, we got to get them skating a little bit for a period of time here before you put them into a game. So we'll just let them work their ways into it and see how we do.
Your team has the lead here, but what do you want to see in the third, change a little bit or get better for your team overall?
I'd like to see some cleaner plays passing, better play defensively. Actually, I'd like to see a lot of different things in the third period, to be honest with you. It's been sloppy, it's been a mess, and hopefully we can clean some of it up.
All right, Kurt, thanks so much for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving, and great to see you guys again.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, Kurt Giles, the Edina head coach. His team leading at 2-0 over Maple Grove, but as he said, a little bit sloppy in that first couple periods. We'll be back with more of our second intermission in just a moment here. The CCX Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament rolls on.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all three of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. We're joined now by Wayzata head coach Pat O'Leary, who puts on this tournament every year, and a great event with four great teams again here, Pat. How exciting is it just to see how everything shakes up for your team in particular, but also just all four of these teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is obviously we get good crowds here, and you got four really good teams and programs, and I think for the kids mainly it's the best to get their nerves out, get out and play in front of a lot of people, and against two really good quality opponents. So it's a great evaluation for the coaches, but it's a great experience, and just a fun time for the kids and the families.
Looks like coming into this season, you have a pretty veteran group. How does that change things as you prepare for the opening night?
Well, I mean, I think it's, you hope that they're ready to go. They've been around for a little bit. Just shorter, maybe pregame speech, we'll see. But we've had a good week of practice. It's nice to get through tryouts. And it's just, for our guys, we've been doing this for so long. I was talking to a guy earlier. It's like, I'm getting old enough now where I remember the turkey trot was just us and nobody else played in the state, and so now everyone's playing. It's just good for the kids to get out and play early in the season, and practice is practice, but you got to get out and play games.
How much emphasis do you guys put on winning in this first weekend, or is it more about development and seeing how everybody clicks together?
I mean, I think it's just more of, like I told you, the evaluation process, getting guys in positions. There's always, power plays and penalty kills a lot in this tournament just because kids are nervous and they're excited. So, getting guys an opportunity to do those things, whether it's killing or being the power play, and playing as many guys as you possibly can to see how they do. And like I said, it's just fun evaluation for them, and they're really excited to be here, so we're excited.
Some rivalries among these four, but also 4 great programs and 4 coaches that I think all get along pretty well too. I mean, does that add to this a little bit too?
100% accurate. I think the kids are, play together. The Maple Grove and Wayzata kids play together up in District 3, and obviously, Edina's in our section, and we're bringing Moorhead down. They're always a perennial powerhouse up in the north. They're in the state tournament every single year. So I have so much respect for the other coaching staffs and the families, and it's just a great atmosphere to be here, and great showcase of hockey for our kids.
Pat, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a bit here with the Trojans.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Pat O'Leary, the Wayzata head coach and tournament organizer here for the CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. We'll be seeing the Trojans taking on Moorhead in our second game tonight. John and Dan will have more of the second intermission in just a moment. Edina leading Maple Grove 2-0.
Edina 2, Maple Grove nothing. We're through 2 periods of the first game of the 2023 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. John Jacobson with Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox. We'll get highlights from the second period again. It was 1-0 Edina after the first period. Hornets added a second goal there in the second. So look at some highlights from that second period where they had some chances, Maple Grove, but again, that one went wide of the net. And then the scoring opportunity here. This was Cowan just out of the penalty box, able to score. Bobby Cowan, his first of the year this year after netting 17 a season ago to make it 2-0. And then the game came early in the first 2 minutes. And really plenty more action in that period. Just no more scoring. Good stop on the other end here by Zach Price as he stops the breakaway try. Price not been tested a lot, but that was a big one, Dan. That kept it a 2-goal game, which is where we're at right now. Look at the score and the shots on goal, still favoring Maple Grove better than the 2-1 margin. Scoring chances, though, are even. Penalties about even as well. Maple Grove 0 for 5, although they've only had 2 full power plays, so there's a little misleading. There's been a lot of overlapping penalties so far in this one as well, as we go to the third period.
Well, Maple Grove needs something to happen here in the third period. They're going to have to come out charging right away and create an opportunity here and at least get it to within 1 goal so they can work most of the period down 1 goal and try and get it tied anyway. But they've been battling back. But again, I'll tell you what, they know how to capitalize. They know how to capitalize, and it's shown through tonight so far.
We'll take one more time out. We'll come back with the start of the third period of play. Edina Maple Grove hockey continues on CCX. Robbie Hoke, who has a goal tonight. The rest of the Edina Hornets holding a 2-0 lead going into the third period, although hearing from Kurt Giles in that intermission, you'd think they were down 8-0.
But unfortunately, I can't disagree with him. Though sloppy really was the part of the word. But, you know, he's got a lot of kids coming back, and I think he expects a little bit more precision right now rather than the kind of performance they'd had, although they're winning 2-0, you know. But I can see where he's coming from, and it makes sense. Maple Grove just needs a break right now.
And we did mention, and Kurt mentioned the football. He does have two guys who would be skating regular shifts tonight, Mason West and John Warpinski, who are in football uniform instead of hockey uniform. And it might be a little time before they get actually going in hockey for the season. But a great opportunity for them later tonight at US Bank Stadium.
One of these days, I'm going to get my hands on Todd Bergen's book there. Just see what's in that little black book, see what he does. So I'd love to see the notes.
His team's had some chances, but haven't been able to put anything behind Joe Bertram so far tonight. They got one period to do it. The very brief power play for Edina to start the third period is over. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Hornets trying to hold the zone here in the Maple Grove end. Maple Grove had a turnover, turning and shooting, and Price able to make the save. Fired back out to center ice. Controlled by Nevers for Edina. Nevers drop pass to the blue line. Not going wide, comes back out, left point. They feed it back right side to Peckham off the boards, and picked off there by Maple Grove by Anderson. Skated up right side by Karkos. Across, Bush fires a shot. It goes wide of Bertram in the Edina net. Karams to Edina. They get it ahead, pass too far here for Halverson. That's icing on the Hornets.
Well, they're back to my old pet peeve again, taking wide shots and missing the net and giving an instant breakout for the Hornets there. Now make sure you get that puck on net. You know, if you got a guy coming on the slot, there's a rebound possibility, but don't miss the net trying to get a corner that tightly.
Glendy chased from the face-off circle. Leafline will take it instead for Maple Grove. Wins the draw. Shot away, and Bertram the save on the shot from Lettner.
I like the way the Hornets are keeping everything clear in front of him, so he's seeing everything that's coming at him, and it's going to be tough to score on him. If there's nobody in front of him, they're going to have to start really crowding him.
Hornets with control. Hoke with the puck. Lost it, and Edina able to get it. And out they skate to the Maple Grove line. Pushed off the puck there with Schneider. Leafblad carried it in. Edina turns it away. Back they come. Hoke's pass. And Clarity's trying to steer it in on net on Price. From the blue line, Hoke was shot. Now it's Cowan after it. Back behind the net, overskated the puck. And taken by the Crimson. Check from behind, knocks Leafblad down. Check from behind, that was illegal. And got a roughing penalty here on the Hornets.
So it'll be a 5-minute major, but it was a good call. That was a little too much. Both hands were on the stick. It didn't call cross-checking, but it well from behind. But this is the break that Maple Grove needs now. They got to take advantage of this. Get some pucks on Bertram and go after him. You have 2 or 3 guys really standing in front of that net and making life miserable for him.
Hoke 2 minutes for roughing at 1:42. Maple Grove on the power play here early in the third, trying to get their first goal of the season here. With just over 15 minutes to play. Rink wide pass. Here comes Bush into the zone for the Crimson. Bush carries down to the corner. Moves out into the high slot. Drop pass to the blue line. Feeds it off. Stelgis, a shot that gets deflected wide of the net. Pushed up the boards there by Schaefer and out of the zone, and out come the Hornets. Schneider carries in deep, a shot away and a goal. Make it Nevers, Jackson Nevers, the senior captain, puts it in shorthanded, and it's 3-0 Edina.
Well, there she blows. Captain making himself known. My God, what a great play by Nevers here. My gosh. You can tell Coach Birdie isn't real happy about that right now, the look on his face. He just ran right through. The entire Crimson team got it tough and made a beautiful move here. Look at this. Here, take a look. Oh, going to get by here. And he gets an upper shelf, which is just great. What a nice shot. Good patience.
Nevers, who had 20 goals a season ago, gets one here, his first of the season, shorthanded at 221. Risto with his second assist tonight. Schaefer with one as well. Still 55 seconds left in the power play for Maple Grove. Shot gets deflected, still controlled by the Crimson, then a takeaway. Nice play by Risto. He'll take it himself here, coming into the slot, and then gets checked from behind there by Plowdy.
Good back check there by Plowdy. Good back check.
Dexheimer dumps it down into the Maple Grove zone with under 30 seconds left in the Maple Grove power play. Lutner will skate it up from his blue line through center ice. Logan Lutner now will drop the pass back. Shot away by Imgren, and the save made by Bertram with just a dozen seconds left in the penalty time.
Bertram's been good there too, John. The biggest thing he's doing is he's not giving up any rebounds. He's smothering everything. Boy, what a play by Jackson Nevers. That could be a highlight film deal for ESPN.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. Hockey player, terrific baseball player. Final 10 seconds of the power play here for Maple Grove. Cleared out by the Hornets. And then we'll do it. And Edina back at full strength. Leading 3-0 here with just over 13 minutes to play in the third and final period. Overskated by Edina, and that allows Bush to get to the puck, trying to feed it across there for Giuliani. Giuliani will backhand it into the Edina zone. Bertram leaving it there for Dubek.
Oh, beautiful.
A pass, ball up ahead. Cowan drop pass for Flaherty, gets picked off. Now Maple Grove coming back. A 3-on-2 for the Crimson. Bush will push deep with a shot. Didn't get it quite on net. Comes all the way back out onto the stick of Flaherty. In deep, shot away. Goes wide, gets deflected. Whacking at it and clearing it up ahead is Moses. And skated down by Hoke. Hoke, quick stop back behind his net. Now starts back up, gives the pass ahead to center. Picked away off the stick there. Flaherty gets sent flying on the good check there by Owen Smith. Crimson will bring it up to center ice. Stelgis behind him trying to follow up and get the puck in the zone was Kukkonen, tied up at the blue line by Schaefer. Hornets push it ahead. Schaefer will catch up to it just over the Maple Grove line. Schaefer will feed it back to the blue line. Shot away, and a good save made, covering up his Price.
Well, take a look at this play here. Had the right idea, but again, now you just gave Edina a free breakout. It's really important that you hit the net on that situation, John. I mean, you got shelf up, but hit a shoulder pad or hit a pipe.
Face-off controlled by Edina. Bristow back behind the net and then lost it to Smith. Smith for Maple Grove up through center ice. Fires a shot wide of the net. Bertram trying to put it away, and a rebound will try out in front. Loose puck controlled by Edina. Big scramble in front, and out it comes to center. Maple Grove's got to tag up there offside. Edina has it in their own end. Dexheimer onto the stick of Nevers. And here comes again, had it picked off his stick. Giuliani, and a good play defensively there by Edina, by Risto to prevent the odd man rush for the Crimson. Brought in, shot away by Emgren. Went off Dexheimer. Emgren centering pass in front, loose puck, and knocked down was Leafblad, and the puck underneath Price for a whistle.
Boy, that was as good an opportunity as the Crimson have had all the whole game, John. They got it right back out in front, and he's standing right there in the front and taking a few chops at it. Good play. There's where it was made right there. He hustled after his own shot. Well, they're pressing. This is a good start for Maple Grove.
Cowan now into the face-off circle against Imgren, and Cowan wins the face-off. Had it poked off his stick by Giuliani, and then Edina gets it back. Cowan stops inside the zone. Next double team there. Puck freed up. And to push it ahead was Leafblad from Maple Grove. Flaherty had it briefly. And another penalty, another check from behind. A delayed penalty coming up here on Edina. Imgren with a shot. Fired it wide, and as it's touched, we'll get the penalty on Edina.
Well, that was pretty obvious. The Edina almost could have got a second penalty there for shooting the puck down the ice, unsportsmanlike.
Vellner's going to go off here for the penalty for Edina. So we got another power play try here for the Crimson. Comes at 6:50 of the third.
Well, here's our opportunity. They took a chance to talk about it a little bit. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Marcos wins the faceoff, shot away by Giuliani, and Bertram got to make a quick save. 2 seconds into that power play. Well, 5 minutes for checking from behind. Well, just the 2 minutes. A 5-minute major here is with all majors a shot away. Goal is scored by Maple Grove. That penalty time keeps going until that full 5 minutes is over. So Maple Grove's going to get back into this one, and they're running out of time. We're under 10 minutes to go. This is it. You get a 5-minute major, still 4:30 with it, and again, it won't expire even if they're able to score.
A little lonely in that box there, John.
Yeah. Face off back in the Maple Grove end, won by the Hornets. And one short-handed goal already in this period that put them up 3-0 on the goal line. Evers. And you got to be careful here at Maple Grove. Not only obviously not give up a goal, but you don't want to get a penalty either and try to even things out for Edina as far as men on the ice. And still 4+ minutes to go in the 5-minute major to Vellner. 9:15 to go in the hockey game. Right out of Moorhead still to come tonight on CCX. Hornets gain control and flip it down into the Maple Grove zone. Stelgis with it for the Crimson. Off to Bush through center ice. And Maple Grove's offside.
You can tell it's the early season here.
Thanks to Chanticleer Pizza, Maple Grove, for sponsoring tonight's telecast. Happy to feed our crew. Everybody up at Chanticleer in Maple Grove. We appreciate your support for high school athletics. Big support of Maple Grove sports and everything in the northwest suburbs, and helping us out tonight as well.
Boy, you're seeing right now, Edina's giving a clinic on how to win faceoffs and control the puck. They've won the last 3 in a row.
Shot away and a save made. Owen Smith through a lot of traffic. Bertram able to locate the puck and make the save.
Yeah, that's the first time in a long time we saw him with some traffic in front of him, give him a little bit of an annoyance. They're going to have to keep that up.
Hornets clear the zone after the face-off win. Now the 3:10 in the major penalty in the power play here for Maple Grove. They trail 3-0, and we're past the halfway point now of the third period. Gonna have to happen in a hurry here, Dan Ficken. It's gonna happen for the Crimson tonight. Shot from the circle, and that fired wide of the net off of Kukinen's stick. Smith keeps it in. Fires it into the corner. Kukinen after it there for Maple Grove. Off for Lutner. Back to Kukinen. Rink wide pass to Lutner out in the slot. Back to Lutner. Centering pass intended for Kukinen. Broken up, and the Hornets clear it down the ice. Peckham able to clear it for the Hornets. 2:20 left in the power play for Maple Grove. Under 7.5 to go now in the hockey game.
Well, you can just see some of the miscommunications and stuff that are going on here. Early in the season type stuff.
Karkos feeding it off for Bush. Back to Karkos. To Bush again. Back out. Stelgis, right point. Bush feeding it off toward the corner. 1:45 to go on the power play. Here's Bush. Comes free. Shot away. Good save. Puck pops in the air off of Bertram. Back out blue line. Stelgis. Oh, right through the skates there of Karkos. Off the stick of Giuliani. Now Bush back on the stick. 1:25 to go on the power play. Bush to the Edina line. Fires it in. Around the boards it comes. Near side. And cleared by Edina out of the zone. Price will leave it for Stelgis. 7 left in the man advantage for the Crimson. This unit's been out there a while. I think they're getting a little tired there. A giveaway deep in the zone. Backhand shot, and Price able to make the save on Schaefer. Bush lost it. Price have to make another stop on Schaefer, and does. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Edina able to clear it out. Smith now on the ice for Maple Grove. Gathers it in. Drops it back for Imgren. Imgren shot away, and the save by Bertram.
Good job by the Edina D there, keeping the man out from being in front. Bertram had plenty of time to just see that puck, have it slip off his pads, and grab it with his glove. I'm impressed. Edina looks really cool and confident and calm right now. They're playing their game, and they're doing it very, very well.
28 seconds left in the power play time for Maple Grove. Hornets win the face-off. Can't clear the zone. Now it comes on. Maple Grove has to regroup at their blue line. Smith in on the right side. Plays it around the left side for Lutner. Edina gets it, and they clear it down the ice. So the Hornets able to skate off a 5-minute major there. And clearly in control at 3-0 with just 5 minutes to go in the hockey game.
And one of the big reasons Edina has done so well in this penalty kill, they've won all the faceoffs during this penalty kill, every single one of them.
Edina with the puck. Back out it comes to the blue line. Kept in by Molman. And it goes off the skate there of Anderson. Back across left side. Hoke has a goal here tonight. Getting tied up for the control of the puck with Imgren. And Imgren will skate it out here for the Crimson. They'll shoot it in, go off for a change. Bertram working on that shutout, leaves it for his defenseman. We're down to 4 minutes to go in the third period. Picanato coming back for the puck. Has it for the Crimson. Up the center. Edina regains control of the puck. Dubuck ahead of the Maple Grove zone. Crimson cleared back out to neutral ice. Vandertop dropping it back for Vellner. Shot into the Maple Grove end. From center, shot goes in off the stick and the skate of Picanato, picked off. Going down in front of the net was Schaefer. No penalty call there. Hubner after it, trying to push it up the wing for the Crimson. Now it's onto the stick of Bush. Behind his net for Picanato. It's over 3 minutes to go now in the game. Bush trying to pick it off and does. Got Abbott with him on his right. Bush, nice little move, gets free, fires a shot away. Bertram the save, and then he covers up on the loose puck.
Boy, good positioning by Bertram there. By God, he knew that angle and knew the guy was coming down the slot. And the way he set up, that puck hit him, it bounced off to the side, not out front. Just little things goalies can do to take him out of bad situations here.
Edina pushing ahead again. Drop pass shot away. Save made by Price. Puck still loose and he comes up again. And pushing after the whistle. .240 to go.
The boys letting a little heat off there.
Maple Grove will take on Wayzata in the late game tomorrow. Edina will play the early game against Moorhead. Again, this year's tournament, all 4 games predetermined, the opponents. Crimson skate with it into the zone, then a takeaway by Cowan. Shot in, and he tied up there with Schneider, couldn't get it all the way to the net. 2:15 to go. Crimson cleared out to center. Peckham to Dexheimer. Fired well wide of the Maple Grove net. Here's Smith with it. Behind his net for Stelgis. Rink-wide pass. Failed to connect there with Kuznick. Wave off icing, and then Edina with it with Risto. Up to center. Unable to avoid a check there was Halverson as he brought it into the Crimson zone with under 2 minutes to go. About half hour from now, Wayzata varsity will take on Moorhead here on Rink A. And the game you'll also be able to see live on CCX. Tournament host Trojans taking on the Spuds. Late penalty coming up. And as it's touched by Maple Grove, we'll get perhaps our final penalty call tonight. Holding call at 15:48.
Well, John, I have a news flash for you. Edina's good.
Yeah. Despite being sloppy, words of their coach, right?
The one place they weren't sloppy is in putting the puck in the net.
Yep.
You know, they haven't had the opportunities that Maple Grove has, but when they got them, they put them away.
Here's a look at the holding penalty. It was whistled against Preston Moses. Shot from the slot, gets blocked before it can get all the way to Price. Certainly sloppy at times, but you can't fault the goaltending at all of Joe Bertram. You know, he was behind Robbie Klarkowski almost every minute of last season, and he puts in a very solid effort here tonight. And be credited for 35 saves. We're under 40 seconds to play in the hockey game.
Well, it's kind of nice. Your first time out, you get a shutout too. Unless something changes here in the last 25 seconds.
Right. .20 seconds to go. Carried back behind the net. A centering pass out in front. That gets blocked. Halverson tried to feed out the top to Vandertop, all the way back down Bertram, final seconds, onto the stick of Peckham, and that will do it. Impressive win for last year's Class AA runner-up Edina Hornets. They skate to a 3-0 win over Maple Grove.
Nice game by the Hornets. They did a nice job, and I know Coach said sloppy, but first game of the season you got to expect that. But the point is they got the puck into the net when they had the opportunities, and frankly they looked a lot more organized with flow in the play. I thought they moved the puck up and down the ice very, very well.
Again, we'll see both of these teams tomorrow on CCX. Edina the early game against Moorhead. Maple Grove the second game on Saturday against Wayzata. Still to come tonight, Moorhead Wayzata boys hockey in approximately 30 minutes on CCX. For Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for joining us for this one. The season opener for boys hockey for 23-24. The Edina Hornets win it over the Maple Grove Crimson 3-0. The final. Good night from Plymouth Ice Center.